And it is day 2 of the Munich Security Conference in Germany. Security has been heightened after the conference was jolted by the news of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny's death. Now, hundreds of politicians, military officers and diplomats arrived at the venue for the 3-day annual conference dubbed the Davos of Defense. Now, given the ongoing tensions in the Red Sea, Washington's top diplomat met with India's External Affairs Minister in Munich to discuss the maritime security and the safeguarding the economic stability in the region. The concerns have come amidst a surge in the rebel group's assaults on foreign vessels, predominantly those of the Israelis, the Americans and the British. The two leaders also held discussions to work on ensuring lasting peace and security in West Asia. The issue at the center stage of this conference is the war in Israel and Ukraine, as well as fears over U.S. commitment to defense if Donald Trump is re-elected as the President of the United States. Now, Washington's top diplomat Antony Blinken and the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky have arrived at the venue. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg called for the United States to deliver on what it has promised to Ukraine, while a $60 billion package of military aid has been blocked in the Congress.
To give advice on how to pass legislation through the US Congress, but what I can say is the vital and urgent need for the US to decide on a package for Ukraine, because we need that support, and we have a burden sharing between Europe and Canada and the United States, so now it's for the US to deliver what they have promised.
The President Volodymyr Zelensky made a fresh appeal for shortage of ammunition. His call at the gathering of 180 leaders and defense chiefs at the Munich Security Conference comes at a very critical juncture, with Ukraine's troops forced to withdraw from the frontline city of Avdiivka to avoid being encircled completely.
Dear friends, unfortunately, keeping Ukraine in the artificial deficit of weapons, particularly in deficit of artillery and long-range capabilities, allows Putin to adapt to the current intensity of the war.
And on the sidelines of the Global Security Conference, the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with the leaders and the officials from Armenia, Ukraine and France. Blinken, in fact, sat down with the Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan and the Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmitry Kuleba. Washington's top diplomat used the opportunity to highlight the significance of the death of the Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny.
Soon we will mark the 2-year anniversary of Russia's re-aggression against Ukraine. And not that we needed a reminder, but the death of Alexei Navalny yesterday was a reminder of the extraordinary brutality of Putin and his government against Russians in Russia, anyone who opposes him, and Russia's neighbors.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.